Hello everyone, Merry Winter! Yes indeed, this December we are deciding to take a little bit of a detour from focusing mostly on just Christmas stuff and actually just focusing on winter characters in general. Of course, the next video will be about Santa, so it is about Christmas, but this one is actually about the Blue Snowman. You guys may remember that I did the Blue Snowman video back on the Spectacular Stage Productions channel. However, we are now going to be doing it on this channel, Unknown Comic Stories, and diving into everything to do with the Blue Snowman, including the LGBTQ Connections, because I think it's important to talk about those even when it's not Pride Month. So let's get right into it. Brilliant was a school teacher whose father was a chemist who created a special chemical called blue snow, which could freeze things very easily and could be applied using a technoscopic ray. Berna used this ray to wield power over Fairweather Valley. This brought them to conflict with Wonder Woman, who uncovered their identity, captured them, and sent them to Reform Island, which is basically just an island in Themyscira where people get reformed. They would later break out and don the villain name Blue Snowman, sporting an iron blue snowman suit with a pipe. They would appear as a villain many times in other comics, and even helped out Harley one time when Harley Quinn was trying to save a bedridden Poison Ivy. However, recently the storyline of how Blue Snowman's identity was revealed has changed, and that's actually where the LGBTQ connections come in. You see, during the 2021 Infinite Frontier storyline, a new story was made and showed Wonder Woman unmasking Berna to show that underneath the mask was a female-presenting person who didn't want to be. This particular comic strip that I'm going to read to you guys now and show on the screen explains it best. Wait, your snowman villain is a girl? Shut up, says Blue Snowman. I didn't name myself Blue Snowman because I wanted to be called a girl. Sometimes I know I'm a girl, okay? Sometimes I'm not. And then Wonder Woman says, I'm sorry? And then Blue Snowman, there's nowhere for someone like me in this dumb holiday. It's another reminder that no one could love a freak who couldn't decide if they are a boy or a girl. And then someone else comes onto the scene. Excuse me. Hi. I'm genderfluid too. I get that it's rough, but we're not freaks. Blue Snowman? Huh? Wait. There's a word for this? Hey. Can we call this a draw? I have a lot to process. And that's kind of where I'll cut it off. Of course, you can read the rest if you want. But in my opinion, that is a great way to explore that kind of idea. Because you're looking at someone who, despite being so technically smart, isn't socially smart, and so didn't know that there was a word for wanting to switch through different genders, whether you want to be they, them, she, her, he, him, whatever. And so once they found out that gender fluidity was a thing, they needed to process this, and I'm glad that Wonder Woman allowed them to. So, when it comes to characters like this, you know by now that it's just abilities. The Blue Snowman doesn't have any actual powers, however they did create their entire suit, which can shoot out the blue snow with the telescopic rays that are embedded in, like, the arms of the suit. And, like I said, the blue snow can freeze anything pretty much instantly. Goodness gracious. Certain words are tongue twisters, you know? Either way, with that, we close the book on this particular story, and you don't have to even pick up a comic to learn about all the things that you just did. Isn't that wonderful? I think so. Either way, I hope you did enjoy this particular video. I know that I switched around the way that I usually word the final catchphrase, but I kind of brain fogged it, so it's whatever. Either way, if you want to check out my links that I used, I actually use links from Reddit today, which can be a good source for certain things if you ever need to check out comic book stuff, or really any other stuff. Just don't use it all the time. Either way, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe so that my channel can grow and these stories can be told to many more people. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!